So Paul, thanks very much for joining us on Gloucester TV. We're here at Padel for All in Lockleys in Bristol. Obviously a sport that you're very fond of. But we'll start by touching on your World Cup campaign with the Netherlands. Just 2 points off a semi-final spot. You must have been really pleased that you exceeded expectations as a team, but maybe disappointed that you couldn't quite reach the semis.
I think the South Africa game topped it off. It was almost a bit of a tournament where shoulda, coulda, woulda. Probably should have beaten Bangladesh. I think Sri Lanka was for the taking, but that last game against South Africa really summed up our campaign and really what we're capable of. So it was good to sign off on that, and there's still a few bits that we can work on, and obviously with guaranteed qualification for 2024, it's a very exciting time to put those learnings that we took and work on them, and hopefully in 2024 we can do a little bit better.
And on a personal level, of 11 wickets for yourself throughout the tournament, you must have been really pleased with that performance, maybe making a bit of a name for yourself on the world's biggest stage.
Yeah, no, I was very happy to contribute to the team. I think that was the most important thing. I put some good work in with Robbie Joseph. A couple of months before that, I had a 50 over comp for the club. I think I could have done better, but it was a good stepping stone, and things just clicked when I landed in Australia. So I went in with a lot of confidence and happy to pick up the wickets that I did and just contribute to the success of the team.
You touched briefly there on Robbie Joseph. He had a big impact when he came in as the bowling consultant at the end of last season. He's now obviously signed a 2-year deal as lead bowling coach. You must be really happy about that.
Yeah, very excited to work with him. Obviously he was on a consultant basis, and he made a mark, and I'm looking forward now he's got that long-term commitment with the club, see how he's gonna keep developing the bowlers and work with him with a slightly more scheduled more scheduled program, or a more full-time program than just sort of the coming in and not sure how the future is. I think it's a different way of operating, but from what I've seen, I'm very excited to work with him.
Robbie joins us full-time in January, but the Gloucestershire players are all back in pre-season now. You're doing some fitness work. Obviously we're here at Padel for All today. What kind of stuff are the boys doing pre-Christmas to kind of prepare for the 2023 season?
I think fitness is the main priority. But everyone is already back in the indoor school and working on cricket skills as well. This was my first week back. I had a few days off after the World Cup, so it's just been the usual gym. We've tried to change it up, like Padel today for the guys. Last week they did some external stuff outside the club as well, which keeps it fresh and keeps guys a bit more motivated, I think. So hopefully we keep doing that during the winter. And since last year, we keep getting better. We had a bit of a transition year, and things are settling nicely now. A few more guys overseas, so there's a bit more attention for the guys who are around. So yeah, guys are working hard, and we're already putting the shifts in to hopefully have a better season next year.
The club were really happy to announce that Zafar has signed a 2-year deal to stay with the club for next season. Just give us some of your thoughts on that bit of news.
Yeah, great signing. I think he almost was on a part-time basis last year, and he's just showing his worth, not just as a cricketer but also as a team player. He's great around the team. He's keeps everyone smiling. Just having him around for the next 2 years is really exciting, I think. I mean, his record last year in all formats that he played for us is exceptional, not just with the ball but also with the bat. So he's probably going to be a key player for us over the next 2 years, and it's going to be exciting to have him around.
Before the 2023 season for Gloucestershire, there will be opportunities to play franchise cricket around the world. Will you be putting your name forward to any T20 leagues around the world, or have you had any news about who you'll be playing for?
Yeah, like every year I put my name forward. Clearly the World Cup has helped, because I'm going to the LPL next week in Sri Lanka, and then I got picked up a couple of days ago in the Bangladesh Premier League. So that's me sorted for the next 2.5 months, which is really exciting to get these opportunities in franchise cricket, and I'm a massive believer that, because it keeps me out of the indoor school and you keep bowling on grass, and it will set me up for the new season for Gloucestershire. So I think it's sort of a win-win, where I'm going to be probably in a much better shape come March, April, and I just get to spend some time outside bowling and playing against the best players in the world.
The Gloucestershire members will certainly be keeping track of you in the franchise leagues, hoping that you can carry some form into the Vitality Blast and Royal London Cup next season as well. What are your hopes for Gloucestershire in 2023 on a personal level and for the club as a whole?
I think we signed off on a very good note last year with 2 wins in the 4-day stuff. Obviously we got relegated, which wasn't ideal, but there's no reason showing at the teams that we beat last year that we can't go back up next year. You know, I'm sure we can fight for promotion. And the white ball stuff, we weren't far off for quarterfinals and semi-finals. I think the T20s, we just got like win one, lose one. So if we can string a few more wins together, we'll be in that quarterfinal spot easily. And the semi-finals the same, or the 50 over stuff the same. We won 5 out of 8 games, which normally sets you up for a quarterfinal or semi-final. But the way the group was this year, we just nearly missed out. So, you know, we weren't far off for quarterfinals and competing for trophies. And I'm sure the white ball team, with a bit more experience and whoever, maybe some other overseas signings, we can really get to that next step and qualify and actually get to the knockout stages and qualify and compete for trophies. And red ball cricket, there's no reason why we can't go up. I mean, everyone is going to be a year older. We're going to be a little bit more settled with the coaching group that we've got. So if we can take the momentum from the last 2 games and the self-belief that we had throughout the whole year, there's no reason why we can't compete for Div 1 next year, the year after.
But just finally, Paul, we're here at Padel for All, which everyone around the club knows is kind of your second sport. The ground staff, the chefs, the stewards, they all heard about how great Paul van Meekeren is at Padel for All. You unfortunately can't play today just because you're resting your foot. But who's caught your eye today in amongst the lads who've been playing? Yeah,
this is hopefully going to be my second home over the next couple of years. It's massive back home in Amsterdam and big in Spain, where we have a family home. So I've been playing for the last few years. I won't say I'm amazing at it, but it's a great little change up from the cricket and other activities. I think Smith started really well, and I think looking around is that James Bracey has picked up his game and is getting the whole sport under control. And I saw a few good rallies and smashes and lobs. So hopefully the guys get the Padel vibe and back, and I can get them to the court over the winter.
I think some people might say, Paul, that you've kind of chickened out today with not playing, and you've given it the big one all year, and now finally the moment's here and you haven't been able to play. But no, thanks very much for joining us today, and all the best for the franchise cricket coming up for you soon.
My pleasure. Thank you.